judgment! With sword comes shadow. Off we go! Torn to oblivion! I'm going in! Yeah! What a nuisance! You can't run! Illusion shattered! Judgment! Cut to the chase! Don't blink! Shiver! With sword comes shadow. Teamwork is dreamwork! Let's light it up! Oh, ow! Adventure time!
According to the letter, this should be the place.
Sorry, we don't serve the general public. I'm afraid you'll—
Wait! We're at the...
Well then, you must be a couple of wandering outlanders that snuck into the nation, judging by your attire.
Are our clothes really so...
The Yashiro Commission's seal. This must be from Mr. In which case, welcome—
Well, that sounds... Well, now that we're... Paimon doesn't see him anywhere. Do you think he forgot his promise to meet us?
Who forgot their promise? I was beginning to think you'd forgotten about me.
What? Is that dog talking to us?
Relax, no need to look so surprised. I take it this is the first time you've seen me in this form? Huh. So you didn't see anything like this when you were in Liyue Harbor?
Ah, now that you mention it, this does suddenly seem less out of the
ordinary. All right, I've had my fun.
Hey, you're this close to getting an ugly nickname, mister!
Well, I've had some time to kill, given that I've been waiting here for you for so long, as was the case in Rito. So I came up with this little fun greeting for when you arrived. But in all seriousness, I would like to apologize about that little test you went through earlier, though it was quite necessary. It helped us determine whether or not to bring you before Ms. Kamisato, and whether you had the courage to face the lightning alongside us.
Don't think that Paimon's gonna forgive you just because you're getting all serious now.
Sorry, did I overdo it? My apologies. Let me just say this. You've often found yourself skirting the rules from the very beginning, haven't you? Naturally, this is due to your unwavering and resolute determination. A long time ago, we had a friend who was much the same, but when the lightning struck... so his light still burns all the more bright. Yes, of course. I will bring you... But before that, there is one other place
Oh?
I would like you to come with me to the statue of the omnipresent god. It's...
This area sure feels good. Huh? Are Paimon's eye...
Visions.
Visions? You mean all the visions that are collected from the Vision Hunt decree are put into this statue?
So you've already heard of the Vision Hunt decree. Before I try to as for Inazuma, the Raiden Shogun, the Eternity as such, the Shogun wished...
Seems like every...
Of course, this is... Perhaps the Shogun believes that whatever the case, and this statue of the...
But if that's the case...
Only... And yet...
Huh? Hey, are you okay? You look like...
Sound? What?
Yeah, you touched the statue...
Aspirations? Have you heard it before? That that is where visions come from. So if what you just... Then the ambitions of these people are stronger than I imagined. Alright, time for the next stop on our tour of Narukami Island, the Kamisato residence.
Finally!
For Inazuma, I'm not sure this kind of future...
Benny's adventure team, assemble! Or not. Oh, ow! Where did that come from?
For Inazuma, I'm not sure this kind of future...
So, this is the kind of place where the big shots of Inazuma live, huh? Paimon kinda expected it to be... snazzier.
Welcome at last to the Kamisato residence.
Is this the Oh,
Yes, consider it a time-honored tradition.
makes sense.
Please forgive my lack of courtesy for I have awaited your arrival with great anticipation. And Toma assures me at present in Inazuma, in the name though the Yashiro Commission serves the show, a commission's traveler. Lend us your power, and we can... Oh.
See, milady, it's just...
No, please! Wait! I will introduce you.
What are your wishes?
They pertain to
A warrior who guards a village, a former samurai who helped carry out the...
Correct. Please do all you can to help them.
I'm sure you'll...
Let's see. Where's the person?
Why are you doing this? Why leave all of a sudden, after all these years?
Precisely. The children are desperate for you to take them out to play. Please.
That must be the guy Ayaka told.
Ah, you must also... Tejima has keeping out the treasure hoarders, but now... We will glad...
If you want, it's clear that Teja... I can't claim... Truth be told,
Seems like he's... You must be Tejima. So what's made you want to up and leave all of a sudden?
Me? It's not a question of why I want to leave, but a question of what reason I would have to stay. True, but that's not why I chose to stay here. And what made me want to come here 30 years ago? And why have I never wanted to leave in all that time? I don't have answers to those questions because I can't remember anymore. Ever since they took my vision away, it's like a slice of my memory is gone. In the past, I knew I wanted to stay.
Okay. Well, in that case, if we help... But if you can't remember... Oh! Maybe if you just try...
Oh, that
I keep...
Oh, yes, yes, you do.
Perfect! So if we want to...
If you don't mind, we will...
One day, I'll be as great as
This looks like Tejima's Let's see what we... Today, the villagers and I got to... Today, I went kite flying today. Seems like you're... Huh? I went to pray at the shrine. Now that's the kind... So this is the interesting. But anyway, if he had... somewhere that Tejima visited. The soil looks like it's been disturbed. Maybe it must be something... It looks like A letter! Konda Village. Sounds so familiar. Where is that place again? Huh. So but he's been here for 30 years! Well, let's go give
Well, I'll be... Still, it's clear that over the years, I must have made a note of anything interesting. And just look at all the things that... How could I have forgotten something so important to me? Love? Regret? No. After all, I've forgotten who... It's as if she'd never been in my life. Although, when I think about it, how curious... I shall remain...
Tejima seems to be dealing... Seems it's just... That certainly... At least we were able to... According to Miss Kamisato, the second one who lost their vision is a samurai from the Tenryou Commission.
Ben! They say the Tenryou Commission is directly controlled by the Shogun. They're the ones responsible for maintaining... But why would they take action? Paimon doesn't get it. Huh? There seems to be some commotion over there. Let's go see what's happening.
I'll ask one more time. Do you intend to withhold this month's emergency provisions?
The entire clan is counting on that food. We demand an explanation. How many times do I have to say it? I don't know anything about emergency provisions.
You dare deceive us? Those provisions are essential. Do you understand? Not some goods to be pocketed by greedy samurai.
You samurai think you can just do whatever you please? The Tenryou Commission will hear of this!
Oh, huh? And who are you? One of Kurosawa's gang, no doubt.
What? We just happened to be passing by. We heard the commotion and came to see what the matter was.
I see. You seem to have come just at the right time. Perhaps you can help us settle this matter. This is Kurosawa. He's a samurai and a member of the Shogun's army. They issue emergency provisions to the area, and he's the one responsible for distribution. In the past, we'd simply ask him for provisions and everything would be delivered. Now, he suddenly refuses to give us anything. He's keeping the provisions for himself, I just know it. We'll starve without them.
No one seems to care about us. We used to think Kurosawa was a kind man. It's no wonder all the visions have been confiscated. The Raiden Shogun doesn't need people like him helping her rule the nation.
This must be one of the people Ayaka asked us to help. But why would she ever want us to help someone like him? Maybe we should talk to Kurosawa and see what he has to say.
Benny's adventure team, assemble! Or not.
I've never even heard of these emergency provisions. I don't know whether it's rumors or whether they're trying to blackmail me. But either way, it's ridiculous. My own family can barely get by as it is. No, if you look... That's the first bit of truth I've heard all day.
Well, that's strange.
To be perfectly honest, all I know is that I will perform certain... And it's not just...
Does it have to do with the missing
I didn't take any. To top it all off, my house was just raided by treasure hoarders. Which is why I came here. If you don't believe me, go find the treasure...
But we better confirm. We should be able to...
We really outdid ourselves this time. All those samurai houses packed with goods.
You haven't seen anything yet. Today's just the beginning.
You demand!
These seem like the treasure hoarders we're after. Let's teach them a lesson.
Another test subject.
Now you shall perish!
I got careful.
Speed of light! Kick! Cut to the chase!
Try!
I'm going in! Yeah!
Oh, there goes all the Mora. Come on, boss.
Not bad, kid. You ever think of joining the Kurosawa? So he's the one who sent you after us, huh? Just our luck.
So what did you see inside? Was it stuffed with...
Food supplies. You kidding? That place was a complete mess. All we found, I didn't want anyone else to see it, so I was planning on opening. But now that you've caught us, how about we make a deal?
You've got a deal. Now show us what's in the box.
Huh?
What the?
There's nothing in here but IOUs!
Yeah, a lot of them cheap, and they all seem to be made out to the owner of a general goods store, a Miss Aoi. We better talk to this Miss Aoi, and as for you guys, you're free to go.
Yes. So, we redeemed ourselves for some IOUs. Does that mean we broke—
Shut it. Let's just...
Welcome to Tsuku, or perhaps there's so
Whoa! How did Kurosawa...
let me think. Kurosawa, however,
So that's... But why did he have to...
well, if you think about it, Kurosawa thought that, so he deemed it necessary to.
Wow. And no one ever appreciated what he did.
People's attitudes will always reflect. Of course, I'm sure there would. As for what, if you're still curious, I see.
Most unfortunate. If he doesn't clear the sword? Oh, I've asked him about. In hindsight, I regret that I never made an. Why don't you ask him about the sword yourself? Oh, but before you go.
But
Information is also. Don't worry. I won't charge much for information.
at least we now know where the emergent. Let's go talk to Kuros. What are you?
I presented them with a choice. It turned out to be a real time saver, actually. Did you manage to track down the treasure hoarders?
That just about sums it up. It turns out that you really were distributing emergency provisions, but they were all purchased at your own expense.
Strange. Is that really the I don't really have any such recollection. Why was I purchasing emergency provisions for everyone? And why would I put myself in such... But I could not deny that when I brandished my sword to scare those two away, this sword was once wielded... I remember once when I was young. What did he say? It would seem that I forgot all I can remember now, and said to me...
Hey, if you look can you recognize the words?
Virtue? Somehow those taking on seeming... But what use of virtue in just... The Tenryo Commission sees my vision, and the irony of I'm incapable of being...
Yet another trouble. When we get the chance, in any case, we must never let... Yeah. Fortunately for us, let's go find the next... The third person who had their vision taken is supposed to be a famous... Hyman heard that he's the present-day master of Make-Your... This is his dojo. Luckily, there's some...
Nanako, don't worry. Since those thugs that challenged the dojo were strong...
Maybe, but I'm still worried about him. Things have gotten dangerous before in the past, but it's never shaken him. This time, though...
It's just because he's been possessed, that's all. Once the exorcism has taken place, he'll be right as rain in no time.
Hey there! Did something happen?
Who are you? I don't care whether you're trespassers or just here to harass us while Sensei is impaired. Get out of here immediately! Don't make me draw my blade, or you won't live to regret it.
No! You got it so wrong! We just came here to...
Disciples?
Yep. We've heard all about... But then we got here and overheard you talking about how he got...
From the way you're dressed, it doesn't look like you're from around here. Please, accept my apologies. We've had so many people trying to cause us trouble recently. You haven't arrived at the best of times, I'm afraid. Sensei got possessed. I see you are earnest in your pursuit. Okay, how about this? Sensei's name is Domon, a name I'm sure you've already heard. Though self-taught, he mastered the art of the sword to a high level. He once said that his goal was to become the best sword master in the world. And so, even while training us, he continued to hone his own art. His fervor truly inspired us, and we trained hard, determined to keep up with him. But then...
Not long ago, he says the strangest thing. Junya and I have discussed it, but if I'm honest...
The Grand Narukami Shrine.
You haven't heard of it? It's the largest shrine on Narukami Island. Not that we'd have any means of involving the head shrine maiden, so don't worry, Nanako. The exorcism will take place this evening. You're both more than
So,
Ow!
Shh. So you decided to come. It's a good thing you didn't arrive any earlier. You would have had to witness just now when Nanako was attending to him. She heard him when she asked him who the people were. He suddenly looked panic-stricken. It looked like he was in great distress. He was covering his ears and looked all the while he kept calling those names. Some of them we knew. One of them was Anzai. He used to be a fellow disciple of Sensei's. His senior, in fact. But Sensei defeated him in a duel many years ago. Sensei wouldn't stop calling his name. The ritual has now begun. Please, excuse me for a moment while I fetch some water.
huh? Who's that sneaking around? We won't let them get away with it.
Off we go!
Seems they aren't here. Should we keep going further up?
Off we go! Adventure time! Off we go!
Is this definitely the right place? Let's look a little further up. Aha! Suspicious person!
How did you... Are you sure you're Domon's disciples? You move even quicker than he does. Unless... I guess it's been a few years. Maybe his skills have improved again.
Excuse me? We're the ones asking the questions here. First off, who are you? And what are you doing sneaking around these parts? You seem like bad news, mister.
Bad news? I'll have you know I trained side by side with Domon back in the day, long before you ever showed up. I don't care to talk about that time anymore. But if you must know, I am Domon's senior.
His senior? Wait, That means you must be...
Anzai? Yes, that's me. Because I don't wish to see Domon or anyone else associated with him ever again. When we were young, we trained under the same swordmaster, studying Make-Yoshi Sui art together. I had begun training 5 years before him, and everyone looked up to me as a steady and dependable older disciple. Practitioners of Make-Yoshi Sui art seek to achieve, but Domon was different. The first thing he did when he joined was go straight to our sensei and ask him, with a beaming smile on his face, how to become the best in the world. Sensei scolded him and told him that the art of the sword should not be used for such vain ends. Sensei said that coveting the title of the best swordmaster, barely days into his training, showed that he had a fickle mind, and that this would impede him from ever mastering the blade. I thought so too at the time, but Domon began making swift progress in his training and even started catching up with me. Only then did I realize that it was Domon who had long since freed his mind from all agitation. He was consumed by his singular desire to become the best in the world.
Sure sounds like he meant business.
Because until he arrived, I was convinced that I would succeed our sensei as the master of Make-Yoshi Sui art. Of all the disciples, I was the most gifted. I had trained the longest. Domon's arrival changed everything. When we sparred, I lost not just the match, but my pride and my status too. I fled the dojo that day and never looked back. Later, I heard that he sparred with Sensei too. Sensei was advanced in years by then, and unfortunately, that match used up every last ounce of energy in his body. After that, I wanted nothing further to do with him. Deep down, though, I still respected his mastery of the blade and his commitment to the art of the sword. So, when I heard rumors that he had lost his mind, my first reaction was to dismiss them as false. How could he, of all people, have lost his mind? His mind was the sharpest of them all. He had practiced Make-Yoshi Sui art to perfection. I decided to quietly come and see if it were true. Then, to my complete astonishment, I heard him call my name. I thought mine was a name he had long since forgotten. So you see, I came here not to cause him any harm. I just wanted to see for myself. Okay, you've heard my story. You should get back now. The exorcism is probably finishing.
Seems like we got it wrong. Still, Paimon's not sure we should bring him back with us. Let's go see how the exorcism's coming along.
What? Does that mean he's just lost his mind? But how is that possible? No, I refuse to believe it. Something's clearly wrong.
Nanako, please. Try not to get agitated.
I am sorry.
With what powers I have, I can find no sign of any malignant spirit having possessed Domon. But spirits may take a myriad of forms in this world, many of which I cannot, and all is certainly not lost. For I received word—
Lady Yai? Is that the same Lady Yai that I think you mean?
The head shrine maiden of the Grand Narukami Shrine? That's wonderful news! Then—
Correct. Lady Yai is most knowledgeable indeed. I am unable to say for certain whether an evil spirit has possessed your sensei. But Lady Yai can give a conclusive verdict.
Excuse me, Miss Inagi, but I must ask, should we prepare a greeting gift for Lady Yai?
That won't be necessary. All that is required of you is your timely arrival at the Grand Narukami Shrine. Lady Yai, I must leave now, but we will meet soon at the shrine. I wish Domon a—
Who'd have thought Lady Yai herself would have taken notice of our sensei's case?
Do you mean to say that Sensei isn't renowned enough to deserve Lady Yai's attention?
No, that's not what I meant at all. You misunderstand me. I just mean this is Lady Yai, the head shrine maiden. She has direct and close contact with the almighty Shogun herself. Anyway, you should join us too, tomorrow. Given that you've traveled all this way just to meet our sensei, we, the disciples of Meikyo Shisui Art, will do our best to help you.
Sure! Who knows? Maybe... Do you think that's Lady Yai? Oh, also, is it just Paimon? Or did she look... it was probably...
Keep away. Keep away. I gave up the art of the sword. Please, let me go, I beg you.
As you can see, Lady Yai, Domon has persisted in this state for some time now. He appears to see those who have lost to him in duels past, gathered all around him to persecute him.
Lady Yai, it must be a possession, right? This is nothing like him at all. In the past, no matter what came his way, he would always face it with a confident smile.
I'm sorry. It is clear to me that your sensei is not possessed by any evil spirit.
But... then does that mean he...
Yes. This is a change in the person himself. Unable to cope with the tremendous pressure he was under, he suffered a spiritual collapse. With his wits impaired, he finally descended into madness. As one who is thrown into the sea, though he fights back desperately against his predicament, it does nothing to prevent his descent into the depths. As for what has triggered this change, I believe it must be the loss of his vision. For to be stripped of one's vision is to be stripped of one's ambition.
Stripped of his ambition? But Lady Yai, even without his ambition, why should he suffer such a dramatic change? How does that explain his descent into madness?
Your school practices Meikyo Shisui art, does it not? Stillness of mind, freedom from all agitation. What a fine notion that would be if any in this world could ever hope to achieve it. There was once one who claimed to be indifferent to rank and reward, and who fled enraged when defeated by his junior. And then there was an aged swordmaster who was aggrieved enough that he crossed blades with a disciple he himself had taught. Then, what of the one who crossed blades with his own sensei and beloved fellow disciple, and defeated them both? Can one truly remain unagitated, of still mind in moments such as these?
Lady, I'm not sure I understand.
The path of the sword master is filled with twists and turns. It is no small undertaking to pursue the position of greatest sword master in the world. It requires one to take their sword firmly in both hands and cut down the hopes and dreams of others, even those of one's closest companions. Only a deep commitment to his ambition to become the best made it possible for him to rise above the pain of these encounters, to focus on the way ahead. When that ambition disappeared, he began to doubt himself. As he battled his growing anxiety, he slowly descended into the state you see him in now. Much like a certain fatally flawed friend of mine.
Poor Sensei. To think he's been suffering so greatly.
I'm sorry. It's all my fault. Father, Sensei, Ansai.
That's enough.
Huh? Isn't that Ansai? Where did he come from? Did he follow us the whole way here?
Ansai, why are there two of you? Is that you or a ghost? You're here for revenge, aren't you? I knew it would come. I never should have.
You're right to assume that my feelings towards you are far from kindly. But I didn't come here to settle a score. It's been so long now that I made peace with it years ago. You did nothing wrong that day. I couldn't face the humiliation. That's why I ran. I don't think most of the people you beat along the way would hold it against you. On the contrary, when you cut our ambitions short, we entrusted them to you, in the hopes that they might carry you further. Now I know that we can't place our hopes in you any longer, since you've been stripped of your ambitions too. But that is no reason to strip them of theirs. Follow the way of the sword all the way to the highest peak. You taught them that, didn't you?
But what if one day, the same thing happens to them? I put everything I had into trying to become the best. But what if it was all a huge mistake right from the start? If there's a chance they'll end up like me one day, I'd rather they stay where they are now than go any further down this path.
Have you asked them what they think?
Sensei, after you rescued me from the hands of the pirates, I told myself I would follow in your footsteps for the rest of my days. I can't know whether I will suffer in my future as you do now. All I know is that here and now, in the present, I wish to continue. I want to keep going until the day that I can stand before everyone with my head held high and announce that I, like my sensei Domon before me, am a master of Meikyo Shisui art.
Nanako's far from the only one. Actually, all of us think that way.
Goodness. Well,
You see? You can place the ambition you once had in their hands. Being stripped of your ambition is something that's never happened to me, so I can't claim to understand it. But I do know what it feels like to have your ambitions crushed. That's what happened on the day that you so effortlessly defeated me. So, just as I once placed my ambitions onto you, it is time for you to release yours into their custody. You are not in the same position that I was. When I left, I had nothing to my name. But you have a great number of worthy disciples.
I understand. I'm sorry to have made you worry for me, and for the state of Miyakyo Shisui art. I no longer have the resolve to become the best in the world. The emptiness and suffering inside of me will not abate, so I cannot hope to still my mind and be free of agitation. But as your sensei, I shall commit to imparting unto you everything I have learned in my life so far. This is my promise. And I humbly ask Anzai, my senior, to hold me to my word.
You can count on that. I'd be checking in on you occasionally anyway, just to make sure you hadn't lost your mind again. But I am now used to the life of a wanderer. I do not belong in the dojo anymore, so I will simply stop by once in a while to make sure you aren't cutting any corners with them. Well, don't just stand there staring at me. Say thank you to Lady Yai and then get yourself back home.
So even though his ambition was taken away...
Traveler, a moment, please.
So, the wind that blows for us to meet now is premature. Nevertheless, you set foot on these islands at precisely the right moment. I have high hopes for you, child. Don't disappoint me.
Ooh, Lady Eyes! She seems super mysterious. Paimon's so curious what she really meant by all that.
Of the Electro Argon. May the blossoms of the sacred Sakura bloom eternally.
Benny's adventure team, assemble!
Please, see that he stays safe.
Adventure time!
Guess who fulfilled all your wishes? Huh? Ayaka! Huh?
Huh?
Traveler, Paimon, it is a pleasure to finally meet you both face to face. I have heard all about how you helped our three friends. My sincerest thanks to you.
Yeah, short of getting them their visions back, it seems like there's no way to really help them. Ayaka, how come this time you get to come out and meet us in person?
Because now that you have done the three things I asked of you, I consider you to be my friends. As you will observe, I dispense with the screen for Toma also.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a second. But isn't Toma your, servant? Paimon's happy to help and all, but Paimon sure as heck did not sign up to be a servant.
Oh. Paimon, you are most entertaining. Toma is first and foremost my friend, and was so before he ever became my attendant.
Oh, okay then. Ayaka, you seem pretty different out in the open compared to how you are behind the screen. Alright, we can be friends.
Thank you both kindly. Back to the matter at hand. You have now witnessed the pain of those deprived of their visions. What are your feelings on what you have seen? Thunders roar, but I believe that surely you will. It seems that perhaps now you can appreciate my You will? Really? Naturally.
All right, bravo, my lady. You were right.
See? I told... Now then, given that the remainder of our
Well, here we are again.
Please continue without me.
So, what's the deal?
This is land that was gifted to such privileges exist.
Oh, Paimon!
Once the number of ceremonies...
Makes sense.
In any case, we can talk... The almighty Shogun. She inspires awe. It was her almost complete lack of any emotion. In that sense, she appeared to me to be like... The issue is this. After all, because of this, the attitude of most...
How can they be like that?
Nevertheless, in addition to us...
Resistance? You mean...
Yes. Many who have lost or fear losing their vision. To say a little more, but I do wonder... Of course, they invariably... It almost makes one wonder...
Ooh, Paimon!
Oh? What would...
Have you got a plan yet?
To be honest, we do not.
What?
Please.
So...
Well, for the moment. For example...
You're telling Paimon...
Don't underestimate the talents of the crowd. The problem we are facing...
Darn!
Yes. Exactly. I feel the same... When you are ready.
Benny's adventure.
Just hand it over. You don't want any trouble. If you think your elemental powers are enough to resist the... Believe me, you're not the first of your kind we've encountered, and we've seen the same unpleasant outcome.
Can't you make an exception? I just got this vision.
So this is the vision hunt decree in action, huh? We can't just sit around and watch things... Psst. Hey! Huh? There's someone trying to get our... Come on! This way! What's going on? Can't you see we need to go ahead? Shh! Quiet! Just sit tight and... Hey! This isn't right, you know! Just because you don't have a vision doesn't... Huh? Hey, wait! You do have a vision! Shh! If you don't keep your voice down, I won't...
All right.
Wise
What should we do now? He's already given up his vision. This is your fault! You're the one who's...
Many thanks, Miss Yoimiya. If you hadn't swapped me...
No worries. You put on quite the convincing performance.
Oh, so that's what's going on here.
Think nothing of it. I could tell... Oh, right. Allow...
Practically everyone on Hanamizaka knows Yoimiya.
Whoa, that's quite the introduction. Paimon.
Stop it. As for thanking me, his handiwork allowed me to keep my own vision. Whew, I can't even imagine trying to run the business without it. Ugh.
Yes, Master Masakatsu is a good man. It's too bad good people seldom get the recognition they deserve.
Master Matsukatsu?
Huh? Do you guys know him too? You don't say. Then it sounds like the Shirasagi Himegimi has a plan. Awesome! I've been thinking about breaking him out too recently. But if I just marched straight in there by myself, I'd probably get Miss Kamisato in a whole heap of trouble. So, what about if I join you instead?
Sure, welcome to the team! Ayaka told us to go look for help at a fireworks shop. She must have meant you!
Seems like I finally got a new job to do. Besides hiding vision bearers in my shop, that is. So, Master Masakatsu is being held at the police station. I've already surveyed the area and found a way in.
Whoa, talk about a reliable source! Seems we've got the right person on our team!
Not bad, huh? Let's go as soon as everyone's ready. Don't worry, Master Masakatsu. We're on our way.
Time to break him out!
Off we go! Ad Astra Abyssos.
Now that we're inside, this place is a whole lot creepier than Paimon.
Come on, this way. As long I certainly wouldn't want. We should split up.
Yes.
Get out of here! Lights out. You can't run!
Nowhere to hide.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Talk about a big door! It seems we need to collect something shaped like Magatama in order to open it.
Get out of here! Off we go! Torn to oblivion! There is no escape! Yeah!
With sword comes shadow.
I'm going in! Shiver! Shine down!
Show me what you've got!
Nowhere to hide.
I dare you!
There is no escape! Judgment! Teamwork is dreamwork! Inazuma shines eternal! You can't run!
Don't blink!
Cut to the chase!
I need to train harder.
Benny's adventure team, assemble!
Who goes there?
Lights out! Let's light it up! Speed of light! I'm going in!
I've lost.
Yeah.
This wall looks a bit odd. Maybe there's some special trick to it. These guys seem a lot tougher than usual. Paimon wonders if that armor over there has anything to do with the source of their strength.
Get out of here! Now you shall perish! Teamwork is dreamwork! You can't run!
I must.
With sword comes shadow.
Who goes
Teach
there?
me a lesson.
Soldiers!
Get out of here! Punishment! Shine down! Incoming!
Don't hold back! I dare you! Get the
Nowhere to hide.
you've got!
Everybody stand back!
Strike first! Show me what you've got! Don't hold back!
Judgment!
You cannot match my bravery!
There is no escape! You can't run! Shiver! Inazuma shines eternal! Cut to the chase! Teamwork is dreamwork!
Show me what you've got! Show me what you've got!
Judgment! Illusion shattered!
I won't dare
Nowhere to
get
hide.
this! I need to...
Get out of here! Adventure time! Off we go!
Doesn't that Magatama shape look pretty similar to the grooves on the door over there?
Teach me a lesson.
Off we go! Now you shall perish! Lights out!
Don't hold back!
I'm going in! With sword comes shadow. Why do they never miss? There is no escape! You can't
Watch
run!
your step!
Let's light it up!
Strike first! Show me what you've got!
Illusion shattered!
I dare you! Show me what you've got!
Teamwork is dreamwork! Huh? Cut to the chase!
Watch your step!
There is no escape!
I need to train harder.
Let's light it up! Torn to oblivion! I'm going in! Nowhere to hide.
I've been bested.
You can't run! Yeah! Judgment! You can't run! Everybody stand back!
Withdraw.
Must be Master Masa.
Did you really think that little trick of yours could
Oh no! Those Tenryo could...
If we don't come up with a way to break him out fast...
I can't... Hey, you there! What are you doing?
Ma'am.
We were just teaching him a little lesson, that's all.
Huh? Who's that?
That's Kujo Sara, adopted daughter of the Kujo clan of the Tenryo... Make way! Let me have a look at him! I'm sure you're well aware that torture is strictly against military regulation.
Yes, ma'am.
If you are unashamed of such disgraceful action, then you are also unworthy.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, this is our chance. Let's move while the...
Yoimiya, are you
Who is that? Quick, go and investigate.
Yes, ma'am.
They're coming! Quick, hide!
Sorry. I didn't mean to... Don't worry, I've got us covered. Time...
Fireworks?
Huh? Was that an explosion?
It sounded like fireworks.
Quick, let's hurry!
The fireworks were enough.
Fireworks aren't just for festivals, you know. I was particularly...
Whoa, God!
Well, fireworks are my craft after all. Every batch has to be spectacular.
Look, the coast is clear. Now's our chance.
Yoimiya, is that you?
Master Masakatsu! Sorry we took so long. Oh, those awful guards.
Come on! We've got no time to lose! They could be back any minute! Oh.
Yes. Leave. Before I let my... He's in serious condition. Be sure he gets immediate... But remember, once he's recovered, it won't be long until I bring...
Well...
Leave.
Work hard and live each day to the fullest. That is what life in Mondstadt is all about, isn't it?
Phew. We're finally...
Yes.
Master Masakatsu, how do you feel?
Don't worry. I think I can make it to the infirmary without killing him.
Thank you. All of you. I'll take him to get...
Don't worry about us. Just take care of Master Masakatsu. Good thing we were able to rescue him. Right, Kujosara. It seems as though there are... How about we go tell...
Off we go!
I see. So Kujo-Sara stayed her hand. I wonder if we should try establishing contact with her.
Unlikely. Don't forget, Kujo-Sara is also carrying out the Vision Hunt decree. In her eyes, Master Masakatsu, if our true motives were ever divulged...
True. Though we are now one step... You're turning out to...
Indeed. Things may have turned... But if we wish to mount any sizable resistance against the Vision, it is time we make ready our...
There's no need to... Things seem to have taken a... yes, which... And the number of...
A ceremony, you say?
I don't know, but...
Being in a Toma.
I'd say, funny enough...
A hotbot game?
Simply put, then we take it in turn. Anyone who guesses correct... Don't you think it sounds like fun?
You really do. Well, sounds like we've got our work cut out for us. Time... Let's see what we've got here. Nice! You can't go... Paimon never thought...
You can say that.
I'm afraid it's your own fault for adding all those strange ingredients to... Even with a traveler...
But weren't you the one who added those little boiling cakes and...
I must apologize.
Uh-oh.
You know, Toma...
Perhaps I did. I think my luck is already... So without further ado...
Oh,
Yes. And with the extra...
Let's all take some... Downtime is hard to... I'll tidy things up.
There's gonna be a sequel?
Sure, why not?
Bye, Toma.
Adventure time!
Where do we go from here? What's the plan?
Traveler, Paimon! Hold on!
Huh? Ayaka?
Something has come up, and I would like to request your assistance. But you ought not be nervous. This is not coming from the
Individual request?
Correct. This may seem a little sudden. A few days ago, she wrote about all kinds of things. Mostly of...
Probably your mom's best buddy, right?
Never. So, according to the notebook...
Paimon thinks it sounds...
That's what I thought.
So what do you want us? Do you need us to...
No. Please keep everything... The proper course of action would be to... Exactly.
You can count on...
Wonderful.
Oh, we don't mind.
Thank you kindly.
Alright, sounds... It's a festival promotion. Hey, speaking of, we have...
No! What made you think that? Each season brings its own festival. And each festival, in turn, brings a fresh challenge to the task of maintaining public order. So, while festivals are undoubtedly joyous and lively occasions, for us, they are also a cause for concern. Oh, my apologies. I should stop thinking about work. This is hardly relevant to the matter at hand. This store here is the place I wanted to visit.
Oh, so you weren't checking out the promotion? Well, let's take a look inside then.
Welcome. I have all the latest styles. Please take a look. Oh, it's Miss Kamisato with...
Oh, greetings.
Oh!
Let me see. Oh, it's a Miss Kamisato.
Please, if
I'm honored that you'd based on the design. This kind, as you well know, in all honesty, the impact on the tech, but of course...
So you're saying
If even Ogura textiles and kimonos can't get a hold...
You could try the only thing is their prices.
Huh. So even just... Wait! The International Trade Association...
It looks... Thank you ever so much. Oh, in the meantime, I have one other very...
Why is she being so secretive?
Absolutely.
Much obliged.
My pleasure, Miss Kamisato. Honestly, I'm just as excited as you to see the...
That traveler, Paimon? Let's try her... This is it. The International Trade Association.
Okay then, we need to talk to Carice. Look! There he is!
Looks like we found him.
What am I gonna do?
Mr. Kurisu, are you alright?
Oh! You're Miss Sayaka from the Kamisato clan.
Better than you, it appears.
And if it isn't the Traveler, I haven't seen you in a while. Thanks again for your help last time.
That's great, but...
Well, it's embarrassing.
Which goods were stolen?
It was a batch of... We imported a big... recently.
Well, I also take it...
Anyway, there does...
I am afraid I can't...
Of course, I would never...
Yes. Acting in my own capacity, mind you. I do so not with that aside. Given your position in the...
We will. But, what if someone
Very humorous. Let's not forget that... Whoa. Mr. Kurisu.
Thank you so much.
Everyone, please follow me to the scene of the crime.
All right, off we go!
Here we are. This is where we were robbed.
Hey, look on the ground! What are those?
Huh? Footprints. Very deep ones at that. Leading towards the forest.
Presumably the depth suggests that they were carrying something heavy.
Let's see where they lead.
Adventure time! Judgment! Let's light it up!
With sword comes shadow.
You can't run!
Lights out.
Now you shall perish! I'm going in!
Yeah! Nowhere to hide.
we go!
As you wish.
Benny's adventure team, assemble! Or not. Oh, ow! Where did that come from?
Let's go. Time is a...
Stop, thief!
You think you can get your stuff back with this bunch? You...
Why, you better...
Why wouldn't you? Trade association? Face it.
You are despicable.
Hey!
Business?
Pay up.
Wait, Mr. Kurisu, please...
But...
I trust you remember our agreement? If you keep your lips firmly sealed...
Oh, yes, of course.
Then please stand well back where it is safe.
It's my lucky day.
Whirling snow! Get out of here! You can't run! Punishment! Get out of here!
With sword comes shadow.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Barry,
To my hammer.
let's get down to business.
That tingle?
Boom! There's more!
Shine down!
Have a little taste.
Torn to oblivion! Take flight! Cut to the chase! Everybody stand back! Get out of here! Off we go! Whirling snow!
Well, that's resolved then.
No, please,
Miss Kamisato.
Don't worry, we're fine. The vagrants left in...
Thank you.
You'd best do it...
6, 8, 10...
Great! Now we can...
Buy silk? You mean you need some of the silk here?
This was indeed our intent.
Don't get us wrong, though. That's not the reason we helped you out. Paimon thinks we're pretty lucky.
I honestly can't. Please, say no more. You need silk? I'll pay.
Thank you, good sir.
Oh, it's free of charge. I could never ask you to pay.
No, that will never do. Think merchants already have enough challenges to deal with. There is nothing to feel distressed about.
Thank you. I'm a...
Very well.
See you then!
Traveler, thank you for stepping in to help out.
But how...
Perhaps. I admit that it did feel strange for me to come to his aid. But this should have nothing to do with identity or social class. As far as I'm concerned, it was one individual helping another in need. I guess that deep down, I don't see how a society can be considered just when people encounter such obstacles in their livelihoods. Sorry, I'm getting off topic. Right. Let's head back to Ogura Textiles and Kimonos and give our hard-won silk to the shopkeeper.
Okay!
No one's joined me on an adventure in ages. Come on, let's go!
Welcome back! So, any luck at the International Trade Association? Did they have any silk in stock?
Yes, they did. Here.
Excellent news! I just need to...
They better all be there!
I do hope nothing else. Traveler, on the subject of garments, I've been meaning to acquire a new outfit for you, too. It's just... I wasn't sure how you'd feel about the idea of dressing in Inazuman attire. Oh, are you sure? Is that so? Impressive. So travelers of your stature...
More like when you're away from home, you've gotta live by certain rules to survive, whether you like it or not. But Paimon would still love to check out some Inazuman outfits. That's supposed to mean?
Your interaction... Well, if you're sure, something else I've been wondering is... How do people in...
They sure do. Each nation has its own unique style. Traditional, fancy schmancy, casual, all very...
The study of clothing is a profound discipline, and I still have much to learn. When clothing becomes part of the expression of one's personality, even an extension of one's body, that is quite a wonderful thing. So I am not against dressing up. Far from it.
Paimon agrees. You couldn't have put it any better.
Paimon, you're so adorable that you could wear anything and it would look lovely on you.
Wow! Paimon just got a compliment.
Sorry to keep you waiting. I've checked my inventory.
Thank you. Is there anything else you're missing?
Fortunately not. I have all the materials I need. As for the size, would you like me to go by the dimensions given on the design?
Yes, please.
Understood. I'll get to work shortly. In total, that'll be this much.
Here you go. Is it possible to treat this as an urgent order?
Well, luckily, we don't have any other urgents at the moment, so I can begin work right away. It will still take me some time, though, so please come and collect it later. Until then, I'm sure you'll find somewhere nearby to pass the time.
Good idea. Let's check out the whole area. We don't want to leave any loose ends.
There will be no loose ends while you're in my company. I already decided where to go while we wait. For our next stop, I'd like to take you both for a meal.
Food? Oh, Paimon likes this plan.
I picked the venue especially for you. A humble local eatery called Kiminami Restaurant. I thought that the relaxed atmosphere there would suit our day much better than the prohibitively formal one of a high-end restaurant. Shall we head off?
Yep. Paimon can't wait.
Adventure time!
Are we here? Ooh, it's one of those street-side places. Looks cute and cozy.
Welcome!
Oh, Miss Kiminami, how do you do?
Ah, Miss Kamisato. Perfect timing.
I believe so. We'll be sticking to the order I placed in advance. As for the other matter we discussed, thank you for your help.
Excellent. No problem. Traveler. Tiny customer. Please wait here for a moment while I prepare your food.
Go ahead and take a seat. There is something I need to take care of, but I'll be back momentarily. It's nothing of that sort. I just have a few minor things I need to attend to. I won't be long.
She sure left in a hurry. Whatever it is, it must be pretty urgent.
So, you two are Miss Kamisato's friends? Well, we serve all the classics. Sure, there are fancier-looking places out there, but the food here speaks for itself. Hope you enjoy it. Over the years we've been in business, we've gotten to know the Kamisato clan quite well. Miss Kamisato and her brother are both fond of our food. They're always sending staff down here to order something and take it back. Her table booking surprised me. Not least because it was a group reservation. This is the first time I've ever heard of Miss Kamisato going out for dinner with friends.
The first time ever? Oh, guess that makes us pretty important people, huh?
Sure does. And I'm probably crossing the line here, but I'm just telling you what others have told me. Apparently, Miss Kamisato doesn't have a lot of friends.
possible. She's so kind and polite to everyone. Paimon would have thought that would make her really popular.
That's what I used to think too. But it turns out the rules of social interaction are a bit more complicated than that. Nobody in the neighborhood has a bad word to say about her. They all say she's beautiful, elegant, graceful, not to mention that she belongs to one of the most illustrious clans in the land. In short, they see her as a model young lady. But that's just it. People look at her and they see a model of perfection, and they don't feel like that's something they can relate to. So the majority of kids from our ordinary families don't even try to talk to her. So you see...
Huh. Paimon never would have guessed.
We don't speak all that much, but we do go quite a way back. I've always admired her for taking on so many responsibilities at such a young age. So it makes me really happy to see her here with friends today. Anyway, relax, enjoy your meal, and please, talk to her as much as possible. I know she'll appreciate it. Consider it a favor for the whole neighborhood. Look out.
Huh? That sounded like Ayaka!
I'm so sorry, Traveler. Could you join me over there for a minute? I need your help with something. I'm sorry. I didn't want to drag you away all of a sudden. I, just had a cooking
Oh, so that loud noise...
As you can see, this whole compound is the family's private property. I asked Miss Kiminami to prepare some ingredients and utensils for me so that I could cook a special dish here.
Right! If there's something you want to eat, you could just order it from the menu.
Actually, I wanted to cook something as a gift for Tsubaki. My mother mentioned in her notebook that Tsubaki enjoys food from all over the world. So I thought, if I'm going to meet Tsubaki, perhaps a dish from overseas would make a fitting gift.
A dish from overseas? So anything from outside Inazuma counts, right? If so, then we've got lots of options, don't we?
That's what I was thinking. Can I leave you to finish? Great.
Oh, Paimon knows! There's one dish out there that was practically created for this purpose! Pizza!
Pizza?
It's an assortment of toppings and sauce spread over a bread base and cooked in the oven. And it's so good!
That does sound pretty good. Is the pizza ready?
Please speak to President Son. I'm just...
adventure time!
Is the pizza ready?
Oh, it's ready.
It smells delicious.
Well,
Great. I look forward to learning from your culinary expertise.
How are you all doing? Whoa, is this... Miss Kamisato, this must be the dish you were talking about.
Yes, an overseas dish cooked by the Traveler. Could I trouble you to package it for me?
Sure, no problem. Oh, it smells good. I bet it tastes...
Lennis.
Oh, could you?
The most satisfied.
Really? If you can write down a since we've become a I'll go pack up this dish.
You could have sold... You're a wonderful person. I mean it. Well, you should probably...
Yeah, let's make... So, pizza. Start with the basic ingredients. Correct. Right. Now to add the next couple of ingredients. Yep. Now for the cooking Alright, it's done. Long may our reputations and our...
I have no doubt that they will.
Cool.
Hey!
Here it is.
Thank you! Wowie! This is so...
Traveler, Paimon. All right. Well, what do you think?
It's amazing!
When I was attempting to cook earlier on, did you? And did she,
She did, but don't worry.
She's... Oh... What does it matter?
Hey.
Thank you for your It's all true that most of the time I'm either accompanied by family or staff.
Exactly!
Aw, thank you.
Hey now.
I agree. I just want to...
Of course we do. Friendship can go a...
Yes.
While we're...
Well, I think that's Tsubaki.
A fox?
Yes. That's what even I. And Fox Envoys are... You must have met That got me thinking...
Whoa. Well, before... All kinds of...
Really? So Lee will...
You should come visit...
Really? Speaking of
Oh,
Excellent.
Your garment is ready, Miss Kamisato. I've folded and packaged it for you. Oh, and the other item we discussed?
Thank you very much.
No, thank you.
Traveler, I have a gift for you.
Whoa. Look.
It's a hairpin in the style of a white... I couldn't ask for your help and offer nothing at all in return. So this is my gift to you. I'm glad you...
Speaking of white... Alright, well, time to go meet...
we go! Adventure time! Adventure time! Off we go! Adventure time! Off we go! Off we go!
So, a transcendent be-
I'm asking how strange. I'm quite sure that this is the location my mother wrote about. But since we're here...
Yeah, makes sense. So,
Let me A crane brings one fresh flower in its beak to decorate my hair, while a white rabbit sews a hemline from 4 rays of moonlight.
Sounds like a fairy tale. So your mom would-
I have a feeling that... Let's get a little closer.
Good idea. There's some bushes on the rocks in here. Could that be anything?
I will protect you. Someone needs assistance.
let's recap what the notebook says. Maybe it'll give us a hint.
A crane brings one fresh flower in its beak to decorate my hair, while a white rabbit sews a hemline from 4 rays of moonlight. Dressed appropriately, I face eastward and call out Tsubaki's name 7 times. In the blink of an eye, I'm standing on the path that leads to her house. Strange. There's nothing in here. Let's keep looking around.
Someone needs assistance. Huh. There's nobody here. Just this box. Let's see what's in... Did it open? Did it open?
What's this?
Huh.
It seems to be another. Could it be Let's step back outside now.
Paimon knows what you mean.
Here will do just...
Alright, let's see what the... Oh, ooh, Paimon bets it's all about Miss... What is it? Why are you whispering? Oh, you want to let Ayaka read the... But...
Traveler? Paimon?
No worries, it wasn't long at all. You're a very fast reader.
Yes, I have. I think I ought to share the even though the contents are completely different.
Different how?
Not a fuck. It turns out that is my mother herself.
Huh?
Surprised? Me too. Tsubaki and I are the same person, and yet we are different. When I become Tsubaki, I stop being Kamisato Kayo and become the most... What follows in these pages is the ordinary... This notebook is, for the most part, a collection of my mother's musings, both private and trivial.
So, that means that the kimono design and the internet...
Are things that my mother wished to try. I'm sure this all sounds utterly bizarre to you. But, or to put it another way, I was at a loss for words when I started reading the contents of the notebook. It almost felt like...
Ayaka!
From the moment my mother married my father, she became the mother of the Kamisato household. On top of that, every action she ever took was after my parents passed away. Ayato and I took over responsibility for the affairs of the clan every time I found myself up against a difficult issue. I'd ask maybe it's because it had been so long since I last saw her, but somehow, all that was but my image of her was incorrect. When I read this, she liked pretty kimono. Maybe this all... Mother wrote that I've seen those lights too, but for someone of my position to just show up even if no one's... Mother said that she...
Aw.
That's right. I hope this is...
Well, that's not disrespectful at all.
Without knowing, perhaps this is one thing that can simply never be. I understand. Thank you. Mother and I are... She chose to...
Oh, so...
No, I don't plan to do it. So, Traveler, I... Would...
Paimon's been dying to go ever since we saw that poster!
Hey, come on, don't make fun. I'm going to be true to myself and fulfill the wish that my mother and I shared. So, let's do this, you and me.
Paimon wants...
Great. If we head over now...
Oh, good point.
Let's go find some treasure.